Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. LlamaIndex, Context-Augmented LLM Applications, Episode 11 of 14. You build an agent to manage your infrastructure, and it decides the best way to resolve an error is to delete a production database. Never let an autonomous agent take a destructive action without explicitly asking a human for permission first. To prevent this, you need human-in-the-loop workflows. Human-in-the-loop is an event-driven mechanism that pauses an agent, requests external input, and resumes execution based on the response. Instead of letting the agent run uninterrupted through its thought and action cycle, you intercept high-risk operations. You achieve this in LlamaIndex workflows using three specific components: the input required event, the wait for event method, and the human response event. Consider a dangerous task tool designed to delete a cloud resource. The agent decides it needs to use this tool and triggers the corresponding workflow step. If the tool executes immediately, the resource is gone. Instead, the workflow step intercepts the execution. Before deleting anything, the step creates an input required event. This event carries a payload containing details about the action, such as the target resource name and a prompt asking the user to confirm the deletion. The step emits this event out to the main application. Here is the key insight. The workflow step cannot just sit in an active loop waiting for an answer. You must suspend its state. You do this by calling wait for event on the workflow context, specifying that the step is now listening for a human response event. This action yields control back to the environment. The workflow engine pauses the step entirely, freezing the agent in its current state without consuming compute resources while it waits. Outside the workflow, your application layer catches the input required event. You read the payload and display the confirmation prompt to the user on their command line interface. The human reads the warning and types yes or no. Now you need to unpause the agent. Your application takes the user input and wraps it inside a human response event. You send this new event directly back into the running workflow engine. The engine recognizes the event type and routes it to the exact step that was suspended. The wait for event method resolves, returning the human response string back to the tool logic. The tool evaluates the response. If the human typed yes, the tool proceeds with the API call to delete the cloud resource. If the human typed no, the tool aborts the deletion. In either case, the tool returns a final status message back to the agent. The agent processes this outcome, understands whether the action succeeded or was blocked by the user, and decides on its next move. By using events to pause and resume execution, your agent maintains its entire reasoning context and memory while waiting hours or even days for a human to make a decision. That is all for this one. Thanks for listening, and keep building.